Good day, everyone. I am Anne-Marie Sabeliano, and together with my partner, Miss Desir Jade Katiil, our chosen topic is about rising and falling intonation. And the target skill is listening. So this lesson will focus on teaching grade 8 learners about rising and falling intonation in spoken English. Students will learn how intonation affects meaning, emotion, and emphasis in conversation. Through interactive listening exercises and examples provided using the productivity tools, the learners will practice identifying and answering different intonation patterns to improve their comprehension and communication.
Good day, class. Before we are going to delve into our discussions, let's have first your preliminary activity. So, in your preliminary activity, you are going to use this interactive tool, which is the Mentimeter. Listen carefully as I will guide you on how to do this. So, first, to join the Mentimeter, all you have to do is to open your browser or Google and go to menti.com. And after that, enter the code provided on the screen below to join the activity. Alright, so now you're already in. So now I have here a series of short video clips and I will going to play and show this later on one by one. So remember that you will only have two chances to watch and listen to each video. Okay, so please pay close attention to the detail. Now this is what you are going to do. So after watching each video clip that I will play later on, you will be asked to respond or to put your answer using the Mentimeter that I introduced a while ago. So let's start.
Yeah? 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 Yeah! Yeah! Yeah? Yeah? Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So now, based from our activity, what do you think is our lesson for today? Alright, our lesson for today is all about intonations or teaching intonations in listening skill. So based from the activity, what do you think is intonation all about? So you can use again the Mentimeter to respond if you're shy to open your mic here. Okay, thank you for your responses, and now let us see if you are correct. So again, what is intonation? According here, in linguistic, it is the variation of pitch when speaking, and it is about how we say things rather than what we say. So you are correct from your responses because in other words, intonations is about the rising and the falling of our voice when we are speaking a particular sentence, words, or phrases based on the context. Next is we have different intonation patterns such as the falling intonation, the rising intonation, and the mixed intonation. But first, let's have the falling intonation. So intonation is the pitch of the voice falls at the end of the sentence. So it is like when we speak and our voice goes lower at the end of a sentence. So here's how it sounds like. And that's how falling intonation sounds like. So there are different functions of falling intonation. First is the statements or comments, like for example, the sentence, "You're so beautiful." Wool. Next is the WHH question, like, "What's your favorite food?" Would. Then lastly is the low energy emotions, like, "Really?" Ye. So as you observe or as you hear, based on what I said, the pitch of the voice is falling. Okay, to check if you really understand about falling intonation, kindly go back to the Mentimeter again, and can you identify from the activity earlier which of the video clip has a falling intonation there? Next, we have rising intonation, and it is about describing how the voice rises at the end of a sentence. So here's rising intonation sounds like. So in this intonation pattern, our voices goes higher at the end of a sentence. In rising intonation, there are also three functions. First, the questions with a yes or no answer, like for example, are you going to the party? He. Next is the request for clarifications, or sometimes it indicates uncertainty, like for example, wow, really? He. And then lastly is the high energy emotions, like for example, wow, that's amazing. Ying. So as you observe, the pitch of the voice is going higher, or the pitch of the voice is rising. So again, to check if you really understand about rising intonation, go back to your Mentimeter again, and from the activity, can you identify which of the video clip has a rising intonation? So now we are in the last pattern of intonation, which is the mixed intonation. So it is about the voice changes in both directions, like rising and falling within a sentence. So it can start by going up and then come down, or the other way around, depending in what you are saying. So here is how mixed intonation sounds like. So mixed intonation also have two functions. First, offering a choice of two, or the high to low intonation. For example, are you coming or not? Second one is the listing items, rise and then fall on the last word. Like for example, is it you or use? You, use. Before I am going to end my discussions, I have something to show to all of you, which is the bubble diagram. It is all about what we are discussing today, what we discussed today. So you better take a look at it, as it will help you all to easily remember the main ideas and key information, key points about intonations. And finally, for your activity time, Teacher Ann will going to facilitate you.
For this activity, you will be working in pairs. Follow these instructions carefully. Together with your partner, carefully listen to the video clip provided. Focus on how intonation is used by the speakers and how it affects the meaning of their words. One partner should open a new Google Doc and title it with both of your names and the activity title. Discuss the questions with your partner and agree on your answers. Type your responses directly under each question. For the essay question, make sure to write a short but well-organized essay based on your observations from the video. Your essay will be graded based on the following criteria. Before submitting, double-check your answers for clarity and correctness. Ensure your essay meets the criteria and that the document is neat and well organized. Share the Google Doc with me using the email address provided. The first part of the quiz, questions 1 to 5, are multiple choice questions. This will test your general understanding of rising and falling intonation. For the second part, questions 6 to 10, you'll need to listen carefully to an audio clip. Each question will play a short sentence or phrase, and you have to decide whether the intonation is rising or falling. Choose your answers quickly, as you'll get more points for faster responses. Fun way to wrap up today's lesson. Intonation is a vital part of communication, so keep practicing to improve your listening skills. Well done everyone, and I'll see you next class.